Hey everyone, and welcome back. So today I decided to give myself a bit of a challenge within the challenge, and that was to focus on painting the face either as a profile or as a 3/4. I noticed that in my other three challenges, the majority of the portraits that I painted were just straight on, and I wanted to just add something different to it. So I decided to go with a theme, like a flower or a floral theme. Try to focus on working on figuring out how to paint the profile. So this particular illustration that I'm doing right now, this profile was so tricky for me to do. I actually edit out a lot, and initially I wanted to make her hair blonde because I was using a reference, and the lady's hair on the reference was actually quite white. It was very blonde with a bit of dark yellow to the shadows, and I wanted to capture that because the reference looked really gorgeous. But I told myself, you know what, I'm using a reference, I don't have to stick with the reference. You'll see later on that I actually changed the color completely. I was like, you know what, the white isn't working, and I don't have to stick to my reference. And so yeah, I decided to change the hair to the color that I thought will suit this particular profile. And now the other thing you might notice that I'm working on is different skin tone. So the first portrait that I worked on, her skin tone was a bit peach. The second one, her skin tone was a bit brown, and now this one that I'm working on, her skin tone is quite dark and rich and deep. And I decided to make her hair blue with a bit of orange flowers in her hair because I thought that would look great against her skin tone, and I was right. So when I was thinking about doing the composition, I remember learning that to draw attention to anything within a composition, you need to create some form of contrast. So that's why with the centerpiece, I decided to, instead of put her in flowers like the rest of the girls around her, I decided to make it butterflies. Because, to add that bit of contrast to the composition. And I completely love the way it turned out. I actually love the way this one I'm doing right now, right here. I love the way her hair turned out. I think I'm actually getting the hang of simplifying the shapes within the hair, and the most fun part of this painting the hair for this one was actually adding the loose strands around the hair. You see that later on in the painting. But yeah, there you go. And I actually really and truly love the way it all came together and it all pulled together. It looks great. So there you have it, guys. Day 4 completed. I'll see you tomorrow for day 5. Oh, and by the way, these will be available for purchase in my store when I open it either this year or next year.